Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Heartslayers, your dating and relationship personal advice podcast. We're like your own personal psychiatrists, philosophers, mentors, everything you could ever want to get your life back on track, especially when dealing with all the relationship drama in your life. I am Derrick Acosta.
And I'm Meg Turner.
Today, we're going to be taking calls, answering emails, solving all of your drama. So without further ado, let's get it started. All right, everybody. Today, we're going to start with an email, and it comes from a viewer who goes by the letter E. And it says, Dear Heartslayers, my friend has recently begun dating a new girl from his work. They've been dating for about a month. One time after hanging out with him, my friend told me that his girlfriend and I both enjoy the same TV shows, and he gave me her Snapchat. I was a little apprehensive at first, but he gave me her info anyway. I had messaged her a few times about stuff related to the shows we like, and she seemed like a cool person. I have also received snaps from my friend telling me she thinks I'm, quote, cool and funny. One time, after lightly messaging back and forth, she brought up that all three of us should have a marathon of this show together. I thought that was a fun idea. Plus, I'd be able to meet this person. I asked my friend, over text, if he would like to do this kind of meetup, and he ignored my question. He doesn't seem to bring up his girlfriend anymore either. Should I feel guilty about this kind of contact? I'm not suggestive or being flirtatious with this girl at all. This is not the first time I've talked to my friends' girlfriends before, as I usually know them prior to the relationship, but this is the first time I've received this negative feedback. Have you experienced this before? Am I in the wrong for talking to this person? Please help. Thanks. All right.
Interesting.
So, just to recap, his friend started dating a new girl. He said, you probably like my girlfriend. You got a lot in common. Here's her Snapchat.
Yeah.
Which is a little weird.
I think it's weird to ever get somebody's Snapchat when you haven't met them before.
Well, it all seemed to work out because she was into it. She's like, You're cool, you're funny.
Oh my God.
She told her boyfriend, thanks for giving me your friend's info. He's rad. And then the friend suddenly is like, let's all hang out. Sounds to me like the boyfriend is regretting, bringing you two together. Maybe he's getting a little jealous.
Yeah.
But as far as should our viewer feel guilty, I don't think there's anything to feel guilty about.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, you're just Snapchatting her.
I mean, clearly your boyfriend, your friend, who is the boyfriend of the situation,
that is a boy.
Is insecure.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of problems in relationships arise, is from one person being insecure and feeling like, oh, my girlfriend's going to leave me for my friend. But that's not your problem. That's his problem.
Do you think like it could be caused by the girlfriend saying like, oh, your friend's so cool and funny?
Maybe, but that is still insecurity.
Yeah.
If he, felt good about himself and was like, yeah, my friend is cool and funny and you're cool and funny, we should all hang out. I mean, what's the problem? I think he thinks my girlfriend's going to leave me for my friend. Fuck, why did I bring them together?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I would not feel guilty.
I wouldn't feel guilty. I might feel insecure if I was the boyfriend, but I wouldn't feel guilty if I were you.
No, you did nothing wrong.
What I would suggest is you should just have a little shindig at your house and invite your friend over and say, bring your girlfriend.
Right, yeah.
And then if he doesn't bring his girlfriend, then it's going to start to get weird.
Yeah, you're going to know. I would even ask like, oh, where's your girlfriend?
I wouldn't. I'd start Snapchatting her.
Oh, shit.
From the party.
Yeah.
Yo, we having so much fun. Yo, we watching the show.
Over.
Where are you? Yeah, you Snapchat her the address. Come over.
Oh, no. That could get messy, though.
You know what? It might, but you just, you got to smash through the awkwardness and prove to your friend, like, look, there's nothing to be uncomfortable about. And sometimes things just take getting used to. There's a adjustment period.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, thanks for the email, E. We hope it all works out.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, everybody, we are here on the phone with an anonymous caller. Anonymous caller, you're talking to Meg and Derrick, the Heartslayers. What's up?
Hey, guys. So I kind of have a little family issue going on right now. It's about my little sister who's 21. She just started dating one of her coworkers who is 36. And my mom has recently been freaking the fuck out about it. Like, she can't sleep at night. It's all she's thinking about recently. And I mean, I tried to explain to my mom that, I mean, my little sister's an adult. She can make her own little decisions. Like, I'm sure she's not going to marry this guy. And I mean, I personally think it's a little weird. The guy is 10 years older than me. But like I said, she's an adult. But I just want to ask you guys what you thought of the situation and any advice on what I can try to calm my mom with, because she can't even sleep at night. It's that bad.
Okay, so your 21-year-old sister is dating a 36-year-old coworker. How long has the relationship been going on for?
I'd say about like 3 months, but she recently kind of like told us about him and like his age. She's been kind of keeping it on the down low recently, I guess.
I could see why. 15 years is a big age gap.
How did that happen? Did she like have dinner with the family and be like, okay, I need to tell you something?
Well, she originally told me she was kind of like reluctant, and she started sugarcoating it by telling me that he was 31, and then she reluctantly told me that he was 36, and so I mean, I was like trying to be supportive. Like, I did tell her that she's an adult and she can make her own decisions, like I said before. And then I guess my mom's the type of person who she's like super nosy, and she just like kind of just asked her about it, and my little sister was obligated to tell her.
Huh.
Has the family met him?
No, and to be honest, I'm not even sure if I would want to meet him.
You don't want to meet him?
Well, I mean, it's a little early on, but maybe like down the line, sure. But you know, it's a little early, and I'm still kind of coping with it too. But like I said, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
How long ago did you find out about it?
It's been about like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, okay. Well, they've been dating for 3 months.
Yeah.
Going on 4 months. That's like around the time when you would start to meet friends and family.
Yeah.
Does your sister have friends that she's introduced her boyfriend to? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure, but my little sister's that type of person who she doesn't really have that many friends. So to be honest with you, I'm not really sure.
Has she dated a lot, or is this her first relationship?
She's been in a couple relationships. One of them probably was like a couple years, and I think that's probably about it. So
she was in a relationship for a few years?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not her first like guy. So that's why I'm kind of like not really too worried about it.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
that's good.
Let me do some relationship math here. The standard formula in this situation would be the older person's age divided in half, and then you add 7 years, and that's how you gauge the appropriateness of a relationship.
Right.
So half of 36 is
13. No, wait. That's
no,
not right.
no.
13. No.
It's 18.
18. Okay.
Plus 7 years would be 25. So, you know, kind of a comfortable age gap for this guy would be 25 years old. Your sister is well below that at 21.
Like I said, 15 years is like, you could have a kid when you're 15.
Yeah. This is definitely an age gap relationship.
Yeah.
But it's not the biggest age gap that I've heard of. I personally know like a 23-year-old girl who married a guy who was like in his 50s.
Oh my God. Was
Jeez.
it like for money or?
No, she
like
was
loves
into
him?
it.
Really?
She was like, oh, growing up, I've always been attracted to older guys. My biggest celebrity crush when I was 13 years old was Jeff Goldblum.
Oh boy.
And this guy, I've met him. He's a little bit not like immature in a bad way. Okay. But immature
Young
in
at
like
heart.
What?
Young at heart.
Young at heart. He honestly, I hate to say this, but he kind of reminds me of Garrett.
Really?
It's not Garrett. It's not Garrett. But it's an older guy who is kind of reminds me. He has like long hair. He's into like metal music. He kind of like wears metal bands on t-shirts.
He sounds cool.
You know, he wears like boots. He's a makeup artist here in San Diego.
Oh my God.
They actually featured him in the couple in a magazine article in like an age gap relationship.
Oh, wow.
So he's like going into his 50s. You know, he's like this 80s metal guy, 1980s, and she's in her 20s, and they seem to be really happy. So
Hey,
I don't know if maybe your sister's type is just older guys.
Yeah, some girls are into that. So
yeah, the family totally approves in that relationship. So I mean,
Maybe it'll change once you guys meet him. Like, he might be just a really genuine, nice guy.
is your sister like especially mature for 21 years old?
I mean, sure. I think she's pretty mature for her age. But when I was 21, like the gauge, I'm 26 now, and like those 5 years, I grew up a lot. So I'm sure she has a
Yeah.
lot more growing up.
Where does she work
But-
at? Like, what kind of job does she have?
No, it's like a minimum wage. I think it's like TJ Maxx or something. So that's another thing. My mom is not really too happy about this 36-year-old guy working at TJ Maxx hitting on my little sister.
Is he the manager?
No, I don't even think he's a manager.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's
So now the
36, doesn't really have a career.
minimum wage job, not even the manager,
Yeah.
just another fellow coworker. Okay, I can see why your
All
mom's
right.
upset. This guy.
Yeah, so like I said, it's not really on like what I feel about the situation. It's just like I want advice about like how do I explain to my mom like she needs to calm down a little bit. Like hopefully she's not gonna marry this dude, but she just needs to relax a little bit.
Well, unfortunately, moms just worry about everything anyway.
How old is your mom, if you don't mind me asking?
I think she is like 59.
Okay, so yeah, she's not too old, but
No.
she's not like a young hip mom. She's
No,
right in the middle, just
yeah.
standard mom age. This is what I would say to your mom. I'd be like, Mom, you were 21 once. You know what it's like to be 21. Your life is an adventure. You're wilding out. Maybe that's not what she wants to hear, but
Yeah.
what's your sister's name? What's the first letter of her name?
Yeah, it's a P. Her name's Paige.
Paige. You'd be like, look, as long as Paige doesn't like get pregnant
Right.
or marry this guy,
You're fine.
we're gonna be fine. Like, and if she does, maybe she really loves him, and it's all for the best.
Yeah.
So I think you should just let Paige work it out on her own. She's gotta figure life out for herself.
Don't let the number freak you out.
I agree with that. That's solid advice.
I think people, when they get older, they need to. All right, this is a mistake that I make sometimes because I'm a little bit older. When I was younger, I used to feel like the same way, about older guys. My first girlfriend, when I was 17, left me for a guy who was 26, and I was pissed
man.
off. And I was like, that's fucked up. Like, this guy's a fucking cradle robber, which at 26, dating a 17-year-old kind of is.
Yeah,
but
that's
then when
gross.
when I was 26, I was like, all right, maybe 26-year-olds aren't as mature as I
Yeah.
thought they were when I was 17. So like
Yeah.
when you're younger, you have this idea of this expectation of what it's like when you're going to get older. And inversely, now that I'm older, 33 now, I see 20-year-olds and I see them like acting dumb, like, oh, look, I can finally drink now. And I think to myself, like, those guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I've been there and like I've gone through all that and I'm over it now. And mentally, I just expect people to be on the same page as me.
Same.
Like, I've made my mistakes. I've learned my lessons, and I kind of judge people for not having the experience that I do. But sometimes I need to remind myself, like, they are that age. Like, when you were that age, you were just as stupid.
Yeah.
I say this to myself. Like, I was just as dumb when I was 21, when I was 22.
Right.
So I can't look at a 22-year-old now and expect them to have the mind of a 33-year-old. I have to remember that there's a certain time that you go through those phases and you learn those lessons for yourself. And, even like when I hang out with older people in my family who are in their 60s, they're very judgmental of people in their 20s.
Yeah.
And that's when the point I'm trying to make really becomes clear, because it's like, you're in your 60s. You can't expect a person in their 20s to want to think like you or act like you or want to have the life that you live.
Yeah.
Like, people in their 60s are basically living in a different world. They're old, they
Yeah.
got medication, they've got savings accounts, and they're just on a different path. So
Yeah.
20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, they got to live the 21-year-old life, and 60-year-olds got to live the 60-year-old life. So I would, if you were going to talk to your mom about it, I would just remind her that you're only 21 once. And sometimes you got to, being 20 is the time to do stupid stuff and have dumb relationships.
Yeah, just live your life.
Just remind your mom of what it was like when she was 21, and she'll probably be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. Well, thanks for the call.
Thanks so much.
Hope it all works out.
I'll call in, and if anything else happens.
Please.
Yeah. Let us know if you ever meet this guy, what you think of him.
Oh, yeah.
Will do.
All right. Thanks, anonymous caller.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We're going to take an email. This comes from somebody who goes by the letter B, and it says, "Hey there. I have a mild crush on this girl I work with, but I don't want to flirt or hit on her at work because I just don't want her to feel uncomfortable while working. We've talked on our breaks, and she's very nice." Is she nice?
Oh, no.
"But I don't know where to go from here. Basically, can you give me some advice on how to ask her out without complicating things at work, if that's even possible? Thanks for your time, B." So, how do you ask out a girl from work without ruining the workplace atmosphere? Meg, take it away.
All right. I feel like we've talked about this a couple times, especially recently.
Yeah.
Just you already have a good work dynamic where you're hanging out like during your lunch break.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. I would see if possibly she would want to maybe go out like with other coworkers for a drink or something, or
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
because then it's like it's still the work crew but you're outside of work, and so it's a little more casual and you're just hanging out and it's not awkward. And then like you can just kind of, I wouldn't say like corner her, but like pay attention to her while you're out with them and do that. That's my advice. What do you think?
Yeah, that's great advice, but that means he's going to have to make friends with all the other coworkers just to
he
orchestrate.
didn't say that he didn't have other friends.
I'm assuming that he likes this girl. He only talks to this girl. And so he can't just be like, let's go out for a drink with everybody else.
Okay.
Now he's going to have to become this social butterfly.
Well, I mean, you could always say like, oh, I'm leaving work to go get drinks with friends. Like maybe you want to tag along.
It's not a bad thing to be a social butterfly.
Yeah, no.
It's going to make you more attractive to this girl. She'll be like, wow, this guy's the most popular guy here.
Yeah.
His question is, how do I flirt? And I think that you don't need to flirt because that's always awkward.
Yeah.
You know, if you make it your mission to make somebody know that you are attracted to them, it's going to get real awkward real soon because you're going to be like, what could I say here? Ooh, I like your outfit. Wow, your hair looks so pretty today. Oh my gosh, your eyes are glittering in the sunlight.
And it's like, what the fuck?
You
I'm
look
just
beautiful.
at work.
Yeah, it's just like, oh God, this guy's laying it on thick. Instead, you just need to be the coolest, most entertaining, most enthusiastic guy at work.
Yeah.
You need to be the person that she looks forward to seeing every day at work.
Yeah. I think we've said before, like just showing interest in someone is like a great way of flirting. If you're just asking them simple questions like, what's your favorite flower? What's your favorite color? Whatever.
Yeah. You need to be funny. You need to be conversational. You need to be fun to be around, fun to talk to. Where literally this coworker of yours starts thinking, God, I don't want to go to work today. Oh, but B's going to be there.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start picking up on these signs like she's really eager to see you. She's going to start approaching you at work. You guys are going to become friendly. And then you drop the bomb. Yo, we should hang out sometime outside of work.
Yeah.
That is the subtle art of flirting. It
Absolutely.
has nothing to do with being like, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, your hair looks so good. Wow, I love your earrings.
There's like a difference between flirting and being romantic.
Yeah.
And I think like the romantic stage definitely doesn't come until you guys are obviously hanging outside of work.
Yeah.
And there's obviously some sort of chemistry there.
Yeah, first you need to work on the chemistry, then you need to work on the friendship, and then you could start sliding in these funny compliments where that is like the secret flirting you do, where she's like, I haven't gone on a date for forever or whatever. And you'd be like, really? You can't get a date? It surprises me. And she'd be like, what does that mean? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You know, just being nice, being uplifting, positive presence to be around. That's what I recommend.
Yeah.
You know, girls and guys really aren't so different. We're all just people. We all started as these little insecure children, and then we grow into full-grown insecure adults.
Yeah.
And all we're looking for is somebody to just, lift us up, tell us we're doing good, tell us that, we look hot and we're funny and we're cool and we're nice to be around. You can put looking hot at the end of that list. Start with you're cool, you're funny, you're fun to be around.
Everybody wants to be liked, whether it's in a friendship or a romantic sense, I think. So
just telling people that you like them, not telling them that you like them, but just complimenting them on things that anybody can appreciate, not necessarily a romantic person, will make them feel good. And then she'll like being around you. And then you can just take it from there. It'll be organic. If she's into you, cool. If she's not into you, also cool. But usually when you first meet somebody and you first get to know them, you have a little crush on them.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it doesn't go anywhere and you reel the crush back to, okay, we're just going to be friends. That's okay. But if you're good at it, you can keep nurturing that getting to know you crush feeling into a bigger and bigger thing. And then you segue it into a romance.
Yeah.
But we've already laid out the path for you here. Be enthusiastic, be fun to be around, be a cool person, be the number one thing that she looks forward to interacting with at work, and then say like, hey, this is fun. Let's take this outside of the workplace.
Exactly.
And then you're either on your own from there or you call back or email us back and be like, okay, Heartslayers, I took your advice. Now phase 2. We're hanging out outside of work. Where do I go from here?
Perfect.
We'll email you like a little microphone that you put in your ear so we can like
talk you through it.
Yeah, tell you everything to say throughout the date, like a 80s romantic comedy.
Oh my God.
Thanks for the email, B. Hope it all works out.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, everybody. We are here on the phone with an anonymous caller. Anonymous caller, you're talking to Meg and Derrick, the Heartslayers. What's up?
Hey, Meg and Derrick. Well, I wouldn't say I have a problem per se, but I've been dating a girl for about 6 months or so.
Okay.
Now, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, we've been going pretty steady. What I would like to think we're in a really committed relationship. She thought so too, from the words she said. And 2.5 weeks ago, she kind of, I don't want to say broke it off or attempted to break it off because she said she wanted to work on herself. She had been in a relationship, a long relationship for a while before me. And even when we first started talking, she didn't really think she was ready for another one. Well, stuff happened. We ended up dating. And 2 weeks ago, she attempted to break it off.
Yeah.
To, work on herself or whatever the case was. So I let her do that. I didn't text her. I didn't call her. Maybe it went about 3 days, 3 or 4, maybe 5 days. And she called me back and wanted to talk again and things like that. Maybe not necessarily dating, but she didn't want me out of her life. So I'm in that situation right now.
Yikes. That's, man, tough spot to be. So just to recap, you dated for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 weeks ago, she wanted to go on a break. Now you don't know where you guys stand.
Right. I mean, she'll say things like, typical stuff. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, exactly. And and she said, I'm not looking to get in a relationship. When we started talking again, she kind of said, I don't want you out of my life. I'm not looking for anybody else. I just need time for myself. So, and she said, and I didn't want to not talk to you because I couldn't do that, because I care so much about you and so on and so forth. So,
as far as the relationship though,
yeah.
where does it stand? Are you guys on a break? Are you together? Are you broken up? What is it?
I think the last we were together this weekend. And the last thing she said, I guess she doesn't want to have the title of boyfriend, girlfriend. So that's where we're at.
Are you guys just friends with benefits now?
I guess.
I guess so.
Oh.
Where do you, how does that sit with you? What do you want? Do you want to be with her? Are you cool just being non-committal?
At first, I wasn't. Obviously, I was not. I had a hard time. I'm guessing like she did is what she said, being away from her and things like that. But I also understand. I respect her decision to want to be her own person, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's still kind of a blow to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm trying to respect her as much as I can, but still trying to be that person, because she did say she would have no problem getting back together with me once she figures everything out. It's just right now she wants to do her own thing. So I mean,
Well,
I'm just trying to. I guess I'm not saying wait, but be there.
Yeah, but okay.
Case. Yeah. Go ahead.
Fuck what she thinks. Forget about her. Forget about her.
Yeah.
All right.
She's got shit going on right now. What do you want out of do you want to be in a relationship? Are you cool not being in a relationship? Does it upset you? The idea of what's going on now? How do you feel about it? What do you want for the future?
Well, for the future, I would want to be with her, yes, in the long term. Right now, at first I wasn't okay with it. I'm sort of being open to the idea, so that's where I'm at.
Okay. Sort of being open.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many things that could be going on right now. Like, she might be feeling nervous about being committed to you, like doesn't want to be in a committed relationship, or the idea of getting locked into this relationship is making her freak out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that if in this situation, if the guy is very crystal clear about what he wants, it kind of forces the other person to be crystal clear about what they want too.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But that means you need to know what you want about yourself. It's totally fine to be a guy who has pride and believes in himself and has confidence and says I don't want to be in a wishy-washy relationship with a girl who doesn't know if she wants to be with me or not.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of unfair if she thinks you're just going to wait around for her to get her shit together.
Yeah.
So.
And it is fair for you to just want some clarification about where you guys stand. If you talk to her, if I were you, and I'm not you, but I'm just saying, if Derrick Acosta was in your shoes, anonymous caller, and my girlfriend of 6 months was saying this to me, I would say, if you want to take time to yourself, cool. I'm fine with that. If you want to break up, we can break up. That's okay. I'm gonna go on. But you need to let me know where we stand, and it can't be wishy-washy. Are we seeing other people? Are we broken up? Or are we together, and just pretending that we're not together? Because I just need to know how to proceed. Because me personally, Derrick Acosta, I've been in relationships that are nebulous, and we're not going to have labels, and that shit gets messy, and I don't like it. Fuck that. I'm not down to do that. Where I'm not really your boyfriend, but I am your boyfriend, but not really, and you can date other guys, but you're going to get upset. Me personally, and I'll wrap it up here. This is what I would say to my girlfriend if she was saying this to me. I would say just to be clear, I want to be with you. Yeah. I am down for this relationship. If you want to take a break and not be in this relationship, that's fine. I'm going to be okay. But I can't promise you that I'm going to wait around for you indefinitely. Obviously, there's nobody else that I want to date right now. I want to date you. But I'm not going to be a mopey person who is just sitting around being sad, wishing I was with a girl who's not ready to be in a relationship with me. I'm the type of person where I'm going to live my best life. And if you don't want to be with me, that's fine. I may go be with somebody else then. And you know what? I might regret that it's not you.
Yeah.
But if that's the situation we find ourselves in, then that's cool. But you need to tell me, we need to be clear about what's going on here.
Yeah. You need to know what everybody's intentions are. And that way, there are no expectations or assumptions, because that's the worst place that you can find yourself. Like, you could assume that she's going to want to get into a relationship when she gets her stuff figured out, and then all of a sudden you're waiting around for 4 months and she's like, oh, actually, you know what, like, I'm seeing somebody else now.
Yeah.
And then you're in this horrible position and you feel like shit, and you've just wasted 4 months of your life just for some girl who clearly didn't care.
Because I've been in that relationship too, and it was a lot longer than 4 fucking months before she realized, like, I don't actually want to be with you.
Yeah.
And I felt like
Jeez.
I got kicked in the balls.
Yeah.
Like God kicked me in the balls.
The
Like,
worst.
it was heartbreaking. And that's why I'm at this point in my life where it's like, I'm not going to do this. You can be with me and we'll have an awesome relationship. You can not be with me and I'll have an awesome relationship with somebody else.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm having an awesome relationship.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Yeah.
When you present that to this girl, I have a feeling she's going to be like, oh, well, maybe I don't, maybe I'm not ready for you to go see other people. Maybe I would rather have you see me, or maybe she'll be like, yeah, let's see other people, but also, like, let's continue to see, each other as well. Like, we can hook up, but, if you meet somebody else,
That's fine.
Don't hold back. But if she tells you, like, I don't want you to see other people, but I don't want to be with you.
Oh, yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I would frankly, quote Meg on that one. That's bullshit.
Bullshit. Goodbye.
That's bullshit,
Yeah,
and I'm not willing to do that. So
Yeah.
maybe we should just say we're broken up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with you guys. It's just, I don't even know what to say. Sorry.
Honestly, the worst place to be in a relationship is the muddy, murky, are we or are we not bullshit. Like, it plays with your emotions and, like, oh, you need to figure yourself out. So now I'm all fucking discombobulated. Now I need to figure myself out because you need to figure yourself out.
Why am I putting my life on hold because you have to figure yourself out?
Like, she may not know who she is, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't need to become this fucked up emotional mess just because she is, going through all this stuff.
Yep.
'Cause it sucks feeling that way. It's like, who wants to feel that way?
Yeah, because you're caught in limbo.
You don't know if this person cares about you. Like, that sucks.
No.
You don't know if they, like, if you're good enough for them or not, and they're trying to figure it out. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, because I'm genuinely curious if her, like, she needs to sort herself out. Like, it's not you, it's me bullshit. It's truly, like, her trying to give it to you gently, or if she actually does want to, like, better herself.
I'm going to say what I've said to many people in this situation because this cuts through the crap. Anonymous caller, you don't need to put up with this bullshit. You're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You're a fucking great guy. You are solid gold, my friend.
Oh my God.
She would be
I like
lucky to be with you. She doesn't want a boyfriend made out of solid gold. That's her fucking problem. Maybe she should figure some shit out, but that doesn't make you any less valuable of a person. You deserve to be with somebody who's fucking stoked every day to wake up to have you as a boyfriend because you got nothing wrong with you. You're fucking cool. You're funny. You're a hot dude. You got great taste in internet content creators.
Yes.
You're a fucking treat to be around. I don't know if I want to have a cool boyfriend. I don't know if I want to be with this hot guy who's got it going on. Okay.
Bye.
Well then, not anonymous caller's problem. So, that's bullshit. You don't need to be roped into that.
No.
Just be clear with her, just clear the air. Be direct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you put it that way,
I mean, it's
pretty good.
See, when you're in a relationship and the person starts pulling back their emotions, it makes you question yourself. Suddenly, a few weeks ago, you were this happy, confident dude and life was great. Now you're questioning everything. Am I a happy dude? Is life great? Like, you don't need to be sucked into this emotional turmoil.
No.
You can continue to live an honest, great, happy life. She can be, figuring stuff out if she wants, but you don't need to get sucked into that. So you just tell her, like, I don't want to do that. You do your thing, but I'm going to go be happy and have a great life.
There you go.
And I want you to be a part of it, but I'm not going to force you. So that's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good advice for sure. I'll take it.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, we hope it all works out for you.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
If you have this talk, feel free to call us back. Let us know how it goes.
All right, yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
Oh.
Thanks.
All right, thank y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
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 All right, everybody. We're going to wrap up today with one more email. This comes from a viewer who goes by the letter T. It says, Dear Heartslayers, I'm sure somebody's already called in with a scenario similar to mine, but I say it anyways. I've, within recent months, developed feelings for a very close friend that I've known for a bit more than 3 years. We met in high school. Now we're both sophomores in college. Whenever we hang out, I always have an amazing time, and we have these wonderful conversations that last hours, losing track of time. I'd like to think she is having just as good a time as I am, and I want to somehow confess my feelings to her, but considering that I am writing this to you, I have no idea how. I have a hunch that she may feel the same way, but I'm as dense as a rock, and aren't sure if these are authentic or if I'm just reading too much into it. Here they are. Although we are now attending the same university for a brief period when we weren't, she encouraged me to apply and said, you should really consider applying because I really miss you, and school is good too. After meeting up, after a brief time of not seeing each other, she always seems to compliment me on my looks and calls me handsome. No friend of mine has ever done this except for her. After a group get-together, when it was over, she invited me over for just some coffee. And to chat, and it ended up going pretty late into the night. Her hugs feel super loving, that in that way that I have only felt by my past relationships. Could just be me, though, but worth mentioning. She told me that her ideal boyfriend is someone she has been good friends with for a really long time. These may seem obvious, or maybe not. I like her so much, but I'm so afraid that if she doesn't feel the same way, she will start distancing herself from me and not wanting to be friends. If she doesn't feel the same, that's fine, as long as we can stay friends. I know that's always at risk, but it's killing me to keep these feelings bottled up. Sorry for the long letter. Wish y'all a good one. Sincerely, T.
Okay.
Okay, they've been friends for 3 years. They're sophomores in college. She wants him to apply to her college because she really misses him. Every time she sees him, she says he looks handsome.
They have
She invites him
late
over
night
for
talks.
coffee, and they talk late into the night. She gives him really loving hugs. And her ideal boyfriend is someone she's been good friends with for a long time, a.k.a. someone like T.
Sounds like she likes him.
Sounds like she's into you.
Yeah.
According, just,
From those signs.
this is actually a tough one.
This
This is a tough one because
It really is. 'Cause
I'm gonna
you could be
say-
putting a friendship on the line.
yeah,
Here.
based on what you've put in your email, it sounds like she likes you. Mm-hmm. And you like her. But if you're wrong, and if we're wrong, friendship could be over forever.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh my God.
All right. I'm going to lay it out for you.
Okay.
You guys have been friends for 3 years. That's plenty of time for her to have made a move on you. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen on its current course of trajectory.
Yeah.
You're going to have a crush on this girl forever and up until the point where she starts dating another guy.
Yeah.
And then your friendship is going to pretty much evaporate because she's going to spend all her time with that other guy. Basically, the friendship is fucked either way.
Yeah. You don't think that her like inviting him over or like the time that they spent together is her attempting to make a move? It's him not making a move?
I do think that, but in his mind, he's basically waiting for her to be like, okay, I need to confess something. I love you and I want to be with you.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
That's not going to happen. So I'm just saying on its current trajectory, it's never going to happen between them. If he doesn't gamble and come forward and make the move. But he's wondering like, but if I might ruin the relationship. But I'm telling you,
there's no safe way to make a move.
she's going to, if you never make a move, she's just going to date somebody else. And then she's going to spend all this time with that guy. And then you're going to be really depressed. And it's just going to fuck up the relationship either way. So friendship is on the line no matter what.
Yeah.
But more importantly, what's on the line is a relationship. I think, and all I'm saying here is I think you should go for it.
Yeah.
Make a move.
I mean, You only have one life.
Now, how does he make the move? He's got to be suave about it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be like, confession time. Because that's never like great. That's just awkward.
This is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Damn. Now I'm getting nervous even saying
Oh,
this.
no.
I hesitate to say this because people out there are going to think I'm a sleazeball.
Oh,
no. No, this isn't sleazy. I take it back. I read this in a book once.
Okay.
On how to pick up women.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I
okay.
read that book.
Sleazeball Central.
Yeah, I read that book. I've read books on so many different topics. If there's a topic out there, I've read a book on it. Not everything in the book is useful, but some things are. And this is something that I think would be useful in this situation. Meg, I'm going to bounce it off you.
All right.
You tell me if this is the way he should do it.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are going to the same college, but next time she invites you to her college for a hangout session, and you're hanging out with a group of friends probably, and she says, we should start hanging out one-on-one. Maybe she invites you back to her house for coffee, or maybe you guys just sneak off from the group somewhere. You're alone. You're hanging out. I'm going to bounce this off you, Meg.
Okay.
You tell me if I'm right. Okay.
All right.
They're hanging out. You kind of get close to her.
Mm-hmm.
You look right into her eyes, and you go, hey, do you want to kiss me?
Oh, Derrick.
And then
Derrick,
when she goes, no, not really. You go, I'm not saying we should kiss.
Oh, my God.
I'm just wondering if you were thinking, because I just thought maybe you were thinking that right now.
Oh, no. That feels weird.
That feels weird?
Yeah. If somebody did that to me, I'd just immediately start laughing.
That's good. Now you're laughing.
I don't know about that.
Well, he's got to make a move somehow, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, Meg. Okay. Maybe that's not the best advice.
Okay.
How does he make a move, Meg?
Shit, dude.
See?
Okay, you lean in and say, do you want to kiss me? No.
See?
I'm kidding.
It's the best option.
I mean, you'd get your answer immediately.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, here's why I say he should do that.
Okay.
I think if he read the situation and he felt like it was an appropriate, he's going to be fucking nervous.
Yeah, it has to be an appropriate time.
It has to be an appropriate time. It can't be like, oh, we're all at the bowling alley and I just got a strike. And I turn to her and I say, you want to kiss me from across the room?
Fuck yeah, dude.
She'd be like, no, I don't want to hang out with you anymore. No, but okay, look, let's review the facts. First of all, he likes her and he believes that she likes him back.
Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't like it's coming out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. She always calls him handsome. She says she wants a boyfriend who is somebody she's been friends with for a really long time.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're ever in another situation where it's been like this long romantic night and now you guys are alone, one-on-one, you just propose the question, hey.
Do you think he should propose the question or just go in for a kiss?
Okay, so me personally, and I'm not a girl, I feel like it's more presumptuous and a little bit more awkward.
I mean,
he just leans in for a kiss.
Oh, I've been in a situation where I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And
right?
that's
Was it a guy that you kind of liked or didn't like at all?
Didn't like at all.
Yeah,
It was like, I don't know where you're getting this idea. But I guess. But I just feel it's such a question that you definitely don't hear every day.
You don't hear every day. And she's going to get like, what? What? And then, but
if she looks like flustered in a good way.
I'm not, okay, here, see, I'm not saying the question is going to lead to the kiss.
Right.
But I think that he should just ask, do you want to kiss me?
Uh-huh.
And then she's going to be like, and then he follows it up with, I'm not saying I'm going to kiss you right now. I'm just asking because, and then you say something like stupid, like, I just got this vibe that you like wanted to kiss me or something.
Okay.
And then she'll either, be like, all right, let's do it. And you'll have your answer, or she'll be like, no. And then you can have the conversation, which will probably, you could still salvage the friendship. I think if he goes in for the kiss and she doesn't like him, there's no salvaging that friendship.
No.
But if he asks if she wants to kiss and she goes, no, not really, he can then say like, okay, I mean, I was just asking because sometimes I get the impression that you like me and I have a little bit of a crush on you, but it's cool.
I think that follow-up is really strong.
It's very important to have the follow-up.
Yeah.
The follow-up is the real key.
Uh-huh.
Regardless of whether the answer is yes or no, I guarantee you're going to ask if she wants a kiss. She's going to freeze up. And then you're going to say, not saying you can or we're going to kiss. This is the key part. But sometimes I get the feeling that you want to kiss me.
Yeah, that is great.
And then you'll get your straight answer. Whether it's a fuck yeah, I do want to kiss you or a no, not really. That's going to open up the conversation to this thing that you've wanted to talk about for 3 years. And let me say, this is for a lot of guys out there. This is the thing that is so hard to overcome. Yeah. Is like the initial, how do I broach this situation with a girl?
Oh yeah.
When you're out on your first date, like how do we get to kissing?
Like making the first move. I'm glad that I'm a girl because it's not like expected of me.
Yeah, it's always on the guy.
It always is.
Dude, all day you're like nervous. You're like, oh.
I mean, there are some girls that are like,
when's the moment
I'm
gonna
taking
come?
charge,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm doing this, but I'm definitely not that type. And it's always like, is he going to? When is he going to? And then I'm sure on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, what? like, should I?
When do I do this? Oh, I could have done it. Oh, that moment's passed. Fuck, maybe that was the only moment. Look, it's scary. It's like rising anxiety all day. It gets to a point where sometimes it's like you're holding a gun and there's an intruder coming at you and you're like, in your mind, you're thinking like, oh my God, I never wanted to kill somebody in my life, but if I don't do it, I might die. This person's getting closer. Like sooner or later, you just got to turn your brain off and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Do you want to kiss me?
But don't say it like that.
And then the bullet is out of the chamber and you know what?
It's all aftermath from there.
Exactly. So, whew, let's just take a deep breath. I can see the comments pouring in on YouTube as I say this.
Yeah.
Let's just take a deep breath, everybody. I think that I've given some solid advice here.
How to pick up women.
You know what? Make sure it's at the end of a really fun day, too.
Yeah.
Don't just show up on her doorstep 11 a.m. Do you want to kiss me?
Oh, no.
You got to build up to it over the course of a long day. Wait for one of those romantic inclinations that you've
I was going to
gotten.
say, it has to be a romantic moment.
You've gotten so many of them so far. Wait for the next one. You know, it's late at night. You've been hanging out all day. You guys are alone. And that's your moment.
Yeah.
Let us know how it works out.
There you go.
Do it and let us know how it works out.
Please.
I'm telling you, if you could still salvage the relationship if it goes bad. But to bring it back to the beginning of this email, I think she likes him.
I do too.
I think she's into you. So
yeah.
if that softens the blow for you, there you go. Thanks for the email. Good luck. All right, everybody. That is our episode for today. We want to thank you all for watching and thank you all for supporting our show, especially on the Mega 64 Patreon. For just $1, you get access to all of these episodes at least 1 week early, sometimes 2 weeks early, which gives you the competitive edge on how to ask a girl to kiss you.
Please.
Among other situations. We also want to give a big shout out to everybody who supports us on YouTube. If you have your own take on any of the situations we talked about today, for example, how to get a kiss out of a girl,
yes.
feel free to leave your take on the situation in the comments below. I'm going to love reading the comments on this episode.
I can't wait.
You can follow us on all social media at Heartslayers. You can follow me on Twitter at Gustavo. You can follow me on Instagram at Derrick Acosta only.
And I'm at Furnace Woods on both.
That's right. And we will be back every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time taking new calls, where you can call us up on our Discord, bit.ly/Heartslayers.
Yep. And we are available on all podcast streaming services. So wherever you get your podcasts, you can find Heartslayers there.
That's right. So you're not restricted to just YouTube. Find us on Spotify,
Stitcher,
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, share it with your friends. Oh, yeah, you know what? If you love Heartslayers, recommend it to your friends. Okay, because we need to become the #1 podcast in the world.
Yeah, we
basically.
do.
Yeah, we should. The dope advice we're slinging here, we deserve
Come
to be
on.
world famous.
We're telling you how to kiss girls over here.
Yeah, what other podcast is doing that? So feel free to post a link to this episode out there. Just give us a little plug. We'd appreciate it. But we will be back in just 1 week to take more calls, more emails, and solve more of your relationship problems. I also forgot to say you can email us
Oh, yeah. You
at
can email us.
heartslayers@mega64.com.
Cool.
Until next week, everybody, take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.